Now, molecular compounds are different from ionic compounds. Remember, ionic compounds, they have a metal and a non-metal, whereas in molecular compounds, this is where we have a molecule forming from two or more non-metallic atoms. It can be made up of atoms from different elements or of atoms of the same element. So for example, we have something like methanol, which is made up of 3 different kinds of elements, or we can have oxygen. Now, molecular compounds, they can be solid, liquid, or gas at room temperature. They're poor conductors, and many of them are insoluble. Now, molecular compounds, they're different from ionic compounds again in how they join together. So remember, ionic compounds is where we had ions form because we had one element gaining electrons and we had another element losing them. But with molecular compounds, what we have is actually a sharing of electrons, and that sharing goes across 2 or more different elements according to their valence electrons. Now let's take chlorine gas as an example of a molecular compound to see how they join together. So, take chlorine gas. So what we have is, as you can see here, right, there's 2 chlorine atoms. Now, chlorine atoms, they have 17 electrons. So, let's draw these in for each. So I've drawn these 2 electrons here in a slightly different color in order to show that this is where we have this sharing of electrons. This is called a covalent bond, and it is by covalent bonding that molecular compounds form.